So in the past, I've gotten a lot of messages about my process of making videos and everything that goes into being a YouTuber. I thought one of the things I could do as a little celebration for passing 10,000 subs is answer a few of the questions that have been sent my way about being a video essayist on YouTube. Before I start though, let me just quickly say, I don't really like to call myself a video essayist. I don't consider the videos I put out to be essays arguing a specific point. I think of them more as examples and breakdowns of writing techniques used in media and written works. But hey, I'm not going to complain if the term video essay works best for the purposes of giving people a sense of what I do here. So to get right into the sexy stuff, let's run through how much money I've made on YouTube so far. I started my channel just about 8 months ago in October of 2018, and in that month I made a whopping $0. Great start, right? Well, this is because in order to make money on YouTube, your channel has to be monetized. And to be monetized, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Shockingly, when I first started my channel, I didn't have anything close to that, so no money for me. I actually didn't make any money at all until January 2019, when I got paid $73.10 for the 34,000 monetized views that I had received in December. But there was a catch. Of that $73.10, I received, say it with me, $0. This is because you cannot withdraw from your YouTube earnings until it reaches a threshold of $100. So basically, I just had 73 bucks just sitting there collecting dust. The next month, I got paid $56.75 from the 45,000 views I received in January. This boosted my earnings balance to $129.85, putting me over the threshold and finally allowing me to access the money. This was the first ever payment that I received from YouTube, almost 5 full months after starting my channel. From the 83,000 views I received in February, I got paid $186.90, which was pretty cool because I crossed the threshold and didn't have to wait another month to access the money. Continuing on, I got paid $172.33 from the 110,000 views that I received in March. In April, I made $233.64 off of 101,000 views. And finally, for the 367,000 views I received in May, I'm slated to get around $760, which is very clearly my biggest payment yet. Now, why this payment is so much bigger than the others is because of 2 reasons. One, I just plain put out more videos in May than I usually do. I think actually about twice as many. This alone would have gotten me more views, because more videos, more views. It's pretty simple. But the thing that really helped me was that a ton more traffic was directed towards my channel because of the last season of Game of Thrones. I capitalized on the market by being a grumpy fanboy and had 3 separate Game of Thrones based videos hit 100,000 views in just a month, which is a crazy amount for a channel this small. Honestly, those videos might be why a lot of you are here right now. For the month of May, I almost made more than all of my other months on YouTube combined. Still, I'm trying to be realistic about this. I know that I will most likely not make this amount of money again come next month. The algorithm gods just happen to smile down, and short of me sacrificing a fattened sow to them come the full moon, things will probably return back to normal in the next few weeks. In reality, I might not see a $700 payment for quite some time, but I'm just happy that it happened, and I look forward to what the future may hold. Now, for those of you who don't quite know how monetization works on YouTube, I can give you a basic rundown. After you get 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can apply to the YouTube Partner Program. Usually you'll be accepted in a few weeks, but I have heard horror stories of people waiting months to hear back. Anyway, if and when you're accepted, YouTube has basically given you approval to put ads on your videos. This is how YouTubers make money. Generally, for every 1,000 ads that are seen by viewers, I get paid. This is called cost per mil, or CPM, or cost per thousand. Now, my CPM on YouTube is usually between $4 and $8, but this is not how much money I actually receive per thousand. What happens next is that YouTube digs its greedy little hands and takes about 45% of my CPM. So really, I'm only receiving about $2 to $4 for every 1,000 views. This is called RPM, or revenue per mil. Now, I know what I'm about to say is going to come off as super cliche and cheesy, but I don't actually care too much about YouTube taking 45% or how much money I make each month, because I'm not doing this for the money. And don't get me wrong, it's great that I get paid, especially because the money helps me buy medication for my allergy to starving, but making money is not the main motivator for what I do on YouTube. I do it because I truly enjoy it. And the reason you should believe me when I say this is because if I did want to make money, I would be a moron for trying to do it through YouTube. I could make way more money working some mindless minimum wage job like flipping burgers at McDonald's or script writing for Game of Thrones Season 8. Just for some perspective on how much time and effort goes into uploading on YouTube, I have 33 videos so far, each roughly at 2,200 words, meaning since October, I've written about 73,000 words. For some perspective, the first Harry Potter book is about 76,000 words. There is a ton of writing that goes into this. Also, it takes me anywhere between 10 to 14 hours to complete a video, and it's usually closer to 14 than it is to 10. One of my best performing videos of the recent weeks has netted me an incomprehensible $55. I could almost buy a whole Assassin's Creed with that. It took me about 10 hours to make the video, so that means if we math it out rate per hour, I've gotten paid about $5.50 an hour for that video. Minimum wage here in California is like $12. I kid you not, I might honestly make more money recycling cans than making videos. But that's the whole point, the money is not why I do this. I make the videos I do because I genuinely enjoy it. I love talking about writing. I love talking about TV and movies and books and anime and anything else that has a narrative in it. Until recently, I had lost money doing this. I spent around $500 gathering together everything I needed to make videos. I bought a mic for $350. I had to buy an XLR cable and a mic preamp for $80. The video editing software that I use costs $80 a year. So basically, after 7 months, I'm just starting to break even on my investment into making videos. But I still love to do it, and I'll continue to do it. So now that you've heard me give my preachy little spiel, we can talk about the process that goes into actually making the videos. Like I said before, from start to finish, completing a video usually takes me about 10 to 14 hours. When I've decided on a topic for a video, the first move for me is always research, and this is usually a 2 to 4 hour process. This means looking up articles, interviews, quotes, videos, pretty much any information that I can find regarding the subject of that video. Anytime I publish content, I want to be as factual and helpful as possible, and that means finding good sources and materials. I'm not just trying to give my opinion here. There are a million other writing channels for that. So after the research phase, I do script writing. I usually try to keep my scripts between 1,800 and 2,500 words, but some are shorter and some are much longer. For reference, we are at about 1,300 words into this video right now. Script writing usually takes me about 3 to 4 hours, and it's probably my favorite part of the whole process. Being a storyteller at heart, I love taking all the bland and boring information of the research and turning it into something really engaging that I think people will enjoy. After the script writing is done comes the recording. This is by far the easiest step. Usually only takes me 20 minutes to record. After that comes the audio editing. This includes stuff like sound balancing, debreathing, finding background music, and of course removing any stutters or really distracting mispronunciations. On the average day, audio editing takes me about an hour to finish. And last comes the most time-consuming part, the video editing. This step is a bit trickier than the others. So basically, every 2 minutes of video is 1 hour of editing work. So if I make a 10-minute video, that will take roughly 5 hours to edit. The reason why this takes so long is that anytime I want something to appear or move or change on screen, I have to manually edit each element one by one. The last step is making the thumbnail, writing a description, adding tags, and uploading everything to YouTube. This usually takes about 30 minutes. Keep in mind, these time estimates are if everything goes as planned. The last video I did about corruption and madness legit probably took about 30 hours. The script fought me like a dog in the Vic household, I lost 3 separate fully edited 20-minute audio tracks, and the video editing spanned quite literally an entire weekend. And with all that worry and stress, I still really had a lot of fun with that video. For anyone who has asked me if they should make videos, I say do it. And I don't want to hear a word about not having enough time or money or space to do YouTube. I live with 3 other dudes in an apartment and share a room with one of them. Heck, I'm recording in my bathroom right now. For 3 months, I didn't even have a mic stand. I just put my mic on top of a stack of books and bent down to talk into it. I still go to work during the day along with doing all the necessary stuff for the master's course that I'm enrolled in, but I still find time to write and edit videos. Even if you don't know how to audio edit or video edit, join the club, because I didn't either, which is probably very apparent from my earlier content. Starting out, I had absolutely no experience of any kind with editing, but I decided that this was something I really wanted to do, so I taught myself what I needed to know and am improving with every video. You may not be able to put out videos every week or even every month, but you can totally do YouTube if you put your mind to it. If it's something that you really want to do, have faith in yourself. Same thing goes for writing a book. When I finished my first novel, I was still doing an overloaded schedule of classes in my senior year of college, had 2 jobs, was DMing a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign and played on an intramural basketball team. At the end of the day, the only person holding you back is you. Even if you can only get an hour, use it. You might be surprised at what you can accomplish. Okay, and now that my second preachy spiel is done, this will actually be the end of the video. I had a lot of fun doing this, and if you guys have any more questions about any of the things I talked about, leave them in the comments and I'll try my best to get to them. As always, it was a pleasure, and I'll talk to you all again next week.